Hey everybody, I got a little project that I want to do. I'm going to start working on upgrading some stuff on top of the telescope and thought I'd take you along for the ride. There's going to be a couple videos, so this one and another one that are kind of related, so stick around. Make sure and subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss the next one. And this should be a quick video. What? Alright, so I'm going to work on upgrading the storage in the Mele MiniPC. This is pretty simple. I got a new drive that I ordered, and I got a little bit of a story, so stick around. My name is Doug, and this is AstroAF. All right, cool. Yeah, upgrade time. Gonna upgrade storage, but first I want to tell you a little story because I'm an idiot. So a few weeks ago, I was working on my autofocus, and I turned on save on Hocus Focus, and then I went through that whole process and everything, and yeah, all good. And so a few weeks go by, and I noticed that my hard drive is like full, and I go into storage manager and I'm looking around and it's all in applications, and I look through, I don't see anything really large in the applications area of storage, and I'm like, well, I guess I just have enough programs on here now that I need to upgrade my storage. So I ordered a PCIe NVMe drive so that I could increase my storage, and like the next day after I ordered it, I realized I had left that save on Hocus Focus on, and it had been saving all of my autofocus images for like 3 weeks. And I dumped all of those images and I had all my drive space back. But I thought, I want to go ahead and keep this and upgrade it because I have some projects coming up that are going to take some larger storage. I'm going to be traveling and I may not be able to offload onto my computer. And so anyway, I'll have more storage that I can just keep stuff on. I've got a really nice large SD card that I can use for backups, on the mini PC, which is right here. It's a Mele. So anyway, real quick video, and we'll go through installing the upgraded drive, which I'm going to put in addition to. So this will be another drive showing up available, and I'm going to start saving all of my Astro photos over there and other projects and videos and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, let's get into it. All right, first, so I've got this is a 1 terabyte PCIe 3.0 NVMe M.2 SSD drive. And this is a Crucial. Hey, I got this off of Amazon. If you're interested in this, it'll be down in the description for a link. That'll be an affiliate link. It's a great way to help support the channel at no additional cost to you. So if this is something that you're planning on doing, I hope you'll consider clicking on my affiliate link. So this is made by Crucial. I have had really good luck with Crucial throughout the years with memory and storage. So I decided to go with them again. It was also nice, reasonably priced. So that's the NVMe drive, and I'm one of those guys that save all my boxes. So I know it's ridiculous, but I do that because I might sell something, or it's also a good place to store things that I might need in the future, like this heatsink tape that I'll need to put on top of the drive. And I have a box of boxes. It's kind of ridiculous. All right, so heatsink tape and the storage drive, and this should be pretty quick. So we've got 4 screws on the bottom here. I don't think I need to take off these bracket screws. I believe this case should just lift out of here. I've read these can be sticky because of the tape, and they require a little bit of prying. I'm going to start with a plastic. I might do a couple things. I'm going to try my best not to. Well, I can probably. Oh, that went good. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then over here we've got what I believe is our screw. And here's our NVMe right here. So this takes a M.2 2280, which is what I have. You can double check that. All right. So this will simply slide in just like that. Then I'll need to loosen the screw up. And then we can just push this down. And I'll reinstall this screw. And that's certainly not over tightened. And then we'll want to apply this kind of heat sink tape. And then I believe we've got another layer of plastic to peel off of this side. Okay. And that's pretty much it. And at this point, just reinstall the cover. And replace my bracket for mounting. All right, so that's ready to go back on the scope. All right, so that was pretty easy. At this point, Windows should recognize that there's a drive there, but I have to set it up. So we'll head back inside and I will get a connection to this and bring it up on my computer. And I will show you the final setup for the drive to get it working. All right, so over here in Windows 11, so this is my mini PC that's on the computer. We're on its desktop. This is pretty basic, so we'll just go into search for disk management, and then you'll see this create and format hard disk partitions in control panel. We'll open that up, and we need to initialize the disk. So we need to initialize the disk before Logical Disk Manager can access it. So it's disk 1, and this is just going to be a GUID partition. I'm not going to make this a master boot record disk, so it's just going to be for additional storage. So I'll click OK on that, and then this is disk 1 right now, and it's 931.5 gigabytes unallocated. So if we right click on that and click on New Simple Volume, we'll open up this wizard here that will create a simple volume on this disk. So click Next. And now here, I just want to use all this for storage. So 953,000 852. I just want to make sure that's the same value in this field here because we want to use the entire disk. I'll click next. And then drive letters. I want to take a quick look. If we look in here, because I have local disk C, and then I have my SD card is disk E. So I'm going to make this D as it has set up here, which will be just fine. And click next. So we're going to format this volume as NTFS and default allocation. And I'm going to give this a volume label of Astro. And a quick format should be just fine for a new drive, and click next. And we can verify here. So simple volume, this disk 1, here's what our volume size, NTFS, default, naming it Astro, quick format, and click finish. So that's going to do this format for us, and that is done, and disk D should now be available here, which it is. And so we have a nice empty clean drive to use. So what I'll do, I'm not going to do it here in the video, but I'll over in Nina, instead of where I send my sessions here, I will repoint that and start saving my sessions over here. I'll do the same with SharpCap and others so that I can use this volume for all of my session storage, and then I can free up my local disk C then for just applications and operating system. All right, so nice easy project. I've got a session I need to get going because it's about 9:04 and astronomical darkness is coming soon. I've got a target. It's a clear skies, and I hope you're having clear skies too, and get out there and do your session. And I hope that this little tutorial on installing a drive helped you out. If you're planning on doing something like that, it's a pretty easy project and just a few steps. So hopefully you found this useful. And if you did, like and subscribe would be amazing. And of course, I've got some links down below. I've got an affiliate link for the Crucial SSD drive. And if you're planning on getting one, I would certainly appreciate it if you clicked on that link to go buy it. It's at no additional cost to you, and I'd get a small commission on it. That would help me support my content creation and astrophotography. Also, if you are interested in becoming a member on my channel, I have Buy Me a Coffee, and for as little as $1 a month, that'll get you some perks like access to pre-release and stuff like that. I've got a Discord server, and there's a members area over there that you'll be automatically able to join through your Buy Me a Coffee membership. And it's public over on Discord too, so if you don't want to become a member, that's cool. You can still come over to the Discord public area, and I try to do some stuff in there, and it'd be cool to get some conversation going in the public side too. Anyway, really appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out, and I will talk to you in the next video. Oh, the next video is going to be my setup of the Wanderer Astro Wanderer Box Plus version 3, and I'm going to go through setup on that on my scope, and we'll go through the software configuration and get that thing fired up. So stick around, make sure and subscribe so you don't miss that one. All right, thanks a lot. My name is Doug. This is AstroAF.